Today, I want to briefly talk about the product previously known as NotebookLM. That's because Google has rebranded it to Gemini Notebook. From what I can see, the only difference is the branding. Everything else looks the same. Obviously, they changed the logo up here, and there are a couple of places if you just kind of poke around and look through the featured notebooks, if you have them, and some other places, it'll still say Notebook LM, but for the most part, they've changed everything. Most things that say Notebook LM to Gemini Notebook, but everything else looks like it behaves the same way. Notebooks are the same, the artifacts are the same, sources are the same. It's just a branding move. And it's Notebook LM is no longer a Google Labs experiment. So it's legit now. One of the things that they did keep the same, which is kind of interesting, is the actual site. So it's still notebooklm.google.com. I don't know if they're going to change that. If you've used NotebookLM before, it's going to be familiar. If you haven't used it before, it's going to be weird. It would be like still using Bard to get to Gemini. And if you don't know what Bard is, then that's kind of my point. But when Gemini was a Google Labs experiment, they called it Bard. And if you didn't use Gemini back then, it would be really weird now to go to bard.google.com to get to Gemini. So I don't know. I feel like they're going to change the name of the site. They kind of have to for people who haven't used it, but I don't know. I'm guessing. So this is their, I can't even call it an announcement page. Like this is their page for Gemini Notebook. And again, this is mostly the page from NotebookLM. Again, it has the Gemini Notebook branding kind of everywhere. But if you've seen the NotebookLM page, before now, this would probably look really familiar. And I mean, even this section, this isn't what the notebooks look like. Like this is what the artifact section looked like, I don't know, 8 months ago, I think. Just to show you the difference, it's like this is what the, again, briefing doc, study guide, FAQ, time, like those, they don't even have those anymore. But if I go into, I don't know, my demo notebook, this is just Gemini Notebook. If I go into a demo notebook here and the artifacts are over here on the right, it doesn't look like that anymore. Like that section used to be right here, and then these weren't here, and like those items that they have there, the ones that they kept, they're actually under reports now, but this is the old look for artifacts. So I mean, they really just took the site and rebranded it. But again, if you've never used NotebookLM before, there's nothing wrong with the site. It's just, I think it's kind of funny how the things that they chose to change in here. But this page is another one where if you've used the product before, you can tell that they changed it, because this page is notebooklm.google. Again, if you never used NotebookLM before, Gemini Notebook before, you wouldn't even naturally use notebooklm.google. But anyway, the only other thing that they did change is at the bottom of this page here, there's an FAQ section. And this wasn't here before. I mean, there was an FAQ section here before, but it didn't have these questions. And just in case you don't believe me that Gemini Notebook and NotebookLM are the same thing, the first question here is Gemini Notebook the same product as NotebookLM? And Google's answer is yes. You can read the rest of it, but basically they rebranded it. It's the same product. It's the same everything. They are going to start to integrate it with some of the other products, which you've possibly seen if you use Google Drive. They've started to integrate the audio overviews and some other things that were from NotebookLM. So with that, they started to integrate. They're going to keep integrating it to other products. So we'll see what that looks like. And you can also look at the plans tab here, and it will go through the regular, I don't know what they call it, the standard plan here, which is basically free. And then they have Plus, Pro, and Ultra, and there are some differences in here. But yeah, I mean, that's it. If you've used NotebookLM before, again, it's really the same thing with a different branding. And if you've never used it before, this would be a really good time to start, because this rebranding basically means it's going to be around for a while. So that's it for us. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.